Well, hey everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Surprise, surprise, surprise. We are always full of surprises for you guys. We have gone live a little bit early tonight because, as you can see, we are still in Roatan, but we are about to leave. And so we wanted to show you that live. Now, I'm a little bit of a mess here, so I'm pulling things back up. We were actually doing a different show on a different outlet here just a few minutes ago, so I'm having to rearrange things, but we are pulling out right now. In fact, I'm going to spin balcony cam around. Again, hello everybody. Caught you a little bit off guard here, I'm sure. There we are. There's the front of the ship. The bridge is right there, right next to, right there. Bridge is right there. Lisa's here. She's just run out to get, well, a couple of drinks for us. So hang on a minute. Let me just do that. Okay. Again, I'm just trying to reposition everything because I have to move it around for the other broadcast. So thank you very much for whoever gave us that thumbs up. We appreciate that. Applause, applause, applause. We decided to come on early because we wanted to catch us leaving Roatan. And I heard the thrusters kick in. I'm like, oh no, we got to go now. So we've been in Roatan all day here, and go up just a little bit there. And we are on our way out as we speak. So Lisa's just getting us a couple drinks. So she'll be joining me here in just a minute. So thank you all for being with us. And early, you get to watch us leave Roatan, which amazingly enough, it's been raining all day, or on and off all day. So it's fantastic that it stopped raining for the departure so we can put the camera out there. Again, everybody, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Appreciate you. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. If you are new to the channel, if you're one of the people that are watching us right now, we are broadcasting live right this very moment from our cabin here on the Scarlet Lady. We are in cabin 14302Z. You are currently looking at a camera we have on our balcony facing out, looking back towards Roatan as we are about to sail away. So I'm going to go move the camera back around again to the front to give you a little front view there. There we go. And I'm guessing that the thrusters are pushing us up against the dock while they untie the lines and do all that other fun stuff that they do. All right. So we're going to go back towards the back again. So again, welcome everybody. Hopefully everybody had a fantastic day. I know there's some weather going around the United States. So it was great here. Tuesday, hello, it's Tuesday. Wow, hey Tuesday, it's Tuesday. Welcome everybody again, Macrina. Wow, you're early. Yes, we are. Just seems like glad I checked to see what notification it was. I know, but normally it would have been 9 o'clock. I did post it late in our Facebook group, but we're here again. Dr. Shree, hello. Yes, we are early. Leaving late because of weather or issues? No, we're supposed to leave at this time. Though, again, Tuesday, we're early, yes. But it's still Tuesday. We got here late. I'm about 99.999% sure when we booked this, and I looked at the times we were supposed to arrive. Oh. Did y'all hear that? Let me open up a little bit here. See if it blows it again. No. There we go. All right. Hopefully it blows it again. Hopefully you guys heard that. No, we got here late. We were supposed to be here at 10, but we didn't get here until noon. I'm not sure why. I know we were talking the other night. We did have to stop for about, 30 minutes as we were leaving Miami on day one. We literally left the channel, got out into to the Atlantic heading south, and then stopped. And then we had to wait for a boat to come. We had a passenger on board that needed some medical attention. And so we stopped for 30 minutes, but that shouldn't have delayed us by 2 hours. So I don't know. We did go through some weather yesterday during the day, not too much. Most of it was last night, and maybe that slowed us down a bit. I just don't know. But we're here. All aboard was 8:30. It's now 8:42, And since they blew the horn, I don't know if that's like, hey, we're leaving, or hey, get your butt back on the ship because we're leaving. I'm not exactly sure, but as you can see, we are still here. I think we are we slowly pushing away from the dock? Oh, thank you very much for the thumbs up. I do feel we're slowly pushing away from the dock. Let's see if we can see to the backside here. Wish this camera would spin around faster. I'm not sure I can tell from that. No, that horn was definitely for a goodbye. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. We are moving. And so we are slowly pushing away from the dock. Obviously, we're not on the dock side, or you would see the dock. Our cabin is on the opposite side, but there you go. We'll focus in up there. We are looking at the bridge. The bridge is right next to where Lisa would be sitting. That's the bridge. It's kind of hard to see because it's a little bit dark, but we're going to push away from the dock. I'm assuming we're going to do some kind of spin around a little bit to get out of here. I'm glad you guys all heard it, by the way. That's awesome. It's Roacam, right? And everybody heard it. Heard it. Awesome. Glad you guys got to hear it. Yeah, you can see the dock there getting smaller and smaller. I'm going to spin it back around to the back. There we go. Yeah, it would have been probably a much nicer a video if we were on the other side of the ship, so you could see us pulling away from the dock. Yeah, let's go back up to the bridge. Shall we go back to the bridge? Let's go to the bridge. Yep. They're pushing us away. I thought I heard a click at the door. I wonder if that's Lisa. Push. I always love when we leave. Especially like when you're embarkation the first day, right? The ship goes out into the middle of that channel in Miami and a lot of different ports, and then just does a 360-degree turn, or 180 or 270, whatever it is. But it's like spinning on a dime. It's so neat to see. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Let me just make sure I've turned everything back the way that it should be, guys. Give me just a second. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's something this big to just sort of spin around on a dime and not move. I find that fascinating. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Appreciate you. Really do. We'll get to our content this evening after we sail away. Okay, there's nothing else to see there now, so we're going to keep it to the back. Yeah, we're going to be covering Deck 6 tonight. Like I said, we'll get there. We just, it's not often we get to broadcast live a departure, because normally we're long gone by 9 o'clock at night. So, yeah. But I was hoping that like I said, 8:30 was all aboard, and usually the time you leave is like a half an hour later. They give everybody sort of like that half an hour grace, and so that's what I was hoping was going to happen, so that we could come on at our normal time. But all of a sudden, those thrusters came on. I'm like, oh, poop. So yeah, here we are, just a little bit early. But that's fine, because even if we were on time, we would be broadcasting this instead of Deck 6 tonight, because this is, this is very cool, I think, because we just don't get to broadcast the departures from the ship, right? When we go to the port Canaveral do ship departures, we watch them all. We're not on the ship, we're just watching them go by. So it's interesting to be able to broadcast us pulling out of a port, because we just don't ever get to do that. So did everybody have a good Tuesday today? It's like the second day of the week, right? The Mondays are over. We're into Tuesday. Tomorrow's hump day. Tuesday and Thursdays, they're those strange days, right? Monday usually sucks, the people that work Monday to Friday, because it's like, oh, the weekend's over and back to work. Tuesday is, not quite hump day, but Wednesday, hump day, it's the middle, right? The week's half over. It's awesome. And Thursday's like, we're almost there, right? So, I don't know. Tuesday's always a weird day to me. Yep, there we are. We're spinning just a little bit. Let me see if I can. Yeah, no, I think where we were before was a better shot there. Just awesome. So we ended up canceling our shore excursion today. We were supposed to go out and we had a private tour arranged. And unfortunately, it was raining. It rained on and off all darn day today. It was painful. Oh, only one Medacry?
Yeah. I only had 2 hands.
Oh. Well, we both could have had one. Look what Lisa brought. Thank you for the thumbs up. Come on in here, Lisa. Let me push back so she can get in. We're tight here, so.
Thank you.
We are leaving.
Oh, we are?
Yep.
Okay.
So I ended the broadcast on the other channel and came live here early.
Ah,
so
gotcha.
We could see. So we got a handful of people with us.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, everybody's like, you're early. Yeah, I know we're early. By the Macrina, well, that'd be great if we're leaving at like 11. Yeah, absolutely. We can broadcast departures from the ABCs. Jennifer's like, I'm ready for Wednesday. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Medacry. She gets Medacry. She got
I got the
mudslide, and I got a strawberry daiquiri.
Yeah.
I wanted a mudslide too. I guess I'm gonna have to have 2 tonight. We'll have to go back and check what I missed was in a meeting. Don't worry, Bev. We came on early because we're departing Roatan. I've been saying it's not often we get to broadcast ourselves leaving a destination we've been at, because normally we're out by 5 or 6. But tonight it was 8:30 all aboard. And I was hoping that it was going to be a 9 o'clock departure, but we started pulling away at about 20 till. So I'm like, oh, I got to go live. By the way, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
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 Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's got a bite.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
More than normal.
Good.
Yeah, so does yours. Of course, everybody's saying hello. Justina says hello as well.
Hi.
So that is Roatan in our rear view mirror. We are at just about the very front of the ship. I had been spinning the camera around. I'll do it one time because I know there's a bunch of people who just climbed in here with us. And the bridge is right there. There's the bridge. So we have just... So far, we've done a 270-degree turn. So we can angle the camera up a little bit here, and we can... There's Roatan right there as we're spinning, but...
There.
I kind of like the spinning view, though.
Oh, do you?
I do. I do a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're actually spinning anymore. I think we're now going a bit forward.
Yeah, you might be right. We don't appear to be spinning.
A little bit. I see some stuff moving there, so.
Yeah. I just love leaving, the islands, the mountainous, the ones with the hills and the houses on the hills at night. It's so pretty.
Justina's like, it's fun to watch the ship turn. I know, right? Just
it is.
Especially if you remember the highlights from 2024, I forget which Carnival ship it was, but it went into the basin and just did that big turn and then came back out. I'm like, gee, I love that. So I did a time lapse on that.
But I liked being on the ship and getting the perspective from on the ship as it's turning as well, especially in Miami when we left Miami. That was so cool.
It was.
Yeah.
Elaine says, we are prepping and hoping not to go due to possible snow.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
yeah, a lot of people are
yep.
snow covered these days.
Yep. bunch of storms coming through the U.S. So you got the drink cash, so y'all have another mudslide. Believe it or not, I have never had one, but would love to. Oh my gosh, it tastes like a chocolate shake.
It does.
Yeah, you got to have it, Macrina.
And I watched him pour it today. So it's got a shot each of Bailey's.
Irish cream.
It's got a shot of Kahlua and a shot of Absolute. And then they mix it with ice and milk.
And then squeeze a little chocolate in the bottom.
Chocolate all over the sides and in the bottom.
Nice.
Yeah, it does taste like a chocolate milkshake.
For those of you just joining us, we are 100% live right now on the Scarlet Lady. We are in our cabin, cabin 14302Z. What you're looking at is our camera that is on our balcony, watching the departure from Roatan.
Enjoying a daiquiri.
And enjoying a
mudslide
daiquiri.
and a strawberry daiquiri.
Anyway, and so we are going to be showing you deck 6 tonight, but we want to show you the departure first. So
take advantage of that view.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because very soon it'll just be dark.
Yeah.
We'll get to see the waves, which is always fun, but that is a view of Roatan as we pull away. I was just beginning to tell them when you got here, we had plans to do an excursion today. Not a ship excursion, but somebody off ship, a private tour. And we decided to cancel it because there was a beach part of the tour, which was really sort of one of the bigger parts of what we were going to do today, and it was just raining.
It was
most of the day today.
Yeah.
And so I got a hold of our guy, and he's no, I get it. I understand. Hard to go to the beach when it's raining. So we'll try again when we come back here later in the year. I think we're coming back here 1 or 2 more times. But the interesting thing is, and I want to do this first before I recommend it to you, but this is a private guy, not a tour company. If you were with us when we were on the Resilient Lady, oddly enough, in Greece, we had been turned on to this guy in Greece, Fotis.
Yes.
And he's a private tour guide. It's not a big company or anything, right? And we spent like 6 or 7 days with this guy, and he took us. It was just amazing.
Everywhere.
Absolutely amazing.
Love Fotis.
It was worth every darn penny.
Yes.
So when somebody turns us on to a guy, it could be a girl, but this is another guy, and they come recommended for what they do, I'm like, you know what, we got to try this because we've got a lot of people that watch and listen that come down here, and I'm sure they would like to take advantage of the same thing. The cost, half of what it would cost you to do any other excursion. But the reason why I wanted to try it first before I put his name out there, one, to 100% check it out. But like anything else these days, you got to be cautious and you got to be careful.
Yes.
Roatan is one of those places. It's on a level 3 now in the travel advisory for the U.S. State Department. However, you got to remember right? Big asterisk, Roatan's an island. It's off of the Honduras coast.
Yes.
And so the stuff that happens on that little island is nothing like what happens on the mainland.
Correct.
But either way, we wanted to try it out first and say, okay, this is great, because I don't want to say, hey, go use this guy, and it doesn't work out, right? So we'll try again later in the year, and we'll let you know how it goes. Obviously, we'll shoot video of it, and we'll let you know. Okay?
Absolutely, yeah.
But we don't get to know because it was raining.
Yeah. It was pretty much all day.
Yep. Bev says, Spinorama, Miami is good for that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would love it. Yummy. Yes, it would absolutely yummy. Oh, my, that sounds delicious. Yeah.
It is.
It literally tastes like a chocolate shake, guys.
Yeah.
Just the slightest hint of an alcoholish flavor.
Yeah.
Right? The one time I was supposed to go to Roatan, the weather was too bad to even dock. Oh, interesting.
Oh, man.
It's funny. We've been here, I don't know, a dozen or more times, and not once has it rained on us here.
Never.
It's like just this time when we had an excursion booked.
Yeah.
Figure.
Yeah.
I love sailing away from either Aruba or Curacao because you sail right past the airport runway and all the lights at night, right?
Nice. I always liked
that sounds nice.
departing from St. Thomas at night because it's, kind of mountainous, hilly, and there's all these little houses that are up on the side of the mountain. And so when you're turning around, you just get the view of the mountainside and all the lights, and it's just so pretty.
By the way, for those joining us late, we are live on the Scarlet Lady. You are looking at a camera we have on our balcony facing Roatan. We were here with a very late departure today, and it's not often we get to shoot the departure because normally, most of you know, on cruise ships, you're typically leaving around 5, 6, or 7, something like that, but we left tonight at about 20 to 9, so I was able to capture that. So we are going to go over Deck 6. We haven't done it yet, but we wanted to watch this departure as we're leaving Roatan. You are looking towards the back of the ship. I can actually... Not that it matters, but I'll just do it. I'm going to spin the camera around so you can see the front as we're skirting the island. But there's not a ton to see. The bridge is actually up there. You physically can't see it because they have all the lights out there, but the bridge is sort of right there. Yeah, it's even hard for me to see it, but the bridge is right there.
Oh, I can see it.
Just not a ton to see. But, we can look here. Right there's the lights of Roatan as we skirt by. But my favorite view is looking this way.
Yeah, that is nice.
That's
you have a little
shot.
bit of lights from the ship as well as the island, so that's nice.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Chris, what's up? Chris, you're cruising in the newly named Gulf of America. I really like that the sound of that. Is the Gulf of America?
Instead of Gulf of Mexico?
Okay. Is that a thing, Chris? That's the first I've heard of that. You are cruising in the newly named Gulf of America. I wonder who did that.
Yeah, gee, I wonder.
The Gulf of America.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, whatever.
The funny thing is, I just call it the Gulf.
Yeah.
I don't even... I very rarely say Gulf of Mexico.
From a geographic location, is Roatan actually located in the Gulf or somewhere else?
I think it kind of is in the Gulf.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah.
I guess it is.
Of course, I'm not good at geography, so you'll have to excuse me if I'm wrong there.
So for those who are joining us late again, we're going to be showing Deck 6 tonight. That's what the thumbnail says. It's not clickbait. We're going to show you Deck 6. It's just we don't often get to see the departure during a live show, so we wanted to capture that. It just so happened to coincide with our time here. Actually started a little bit early, so I actually turned the camera on, I think, 20 minutes early.
Yeah, we were supposed to be leaving, I think, at 9.
Yeah, but we pulled out a little bit early.
Yeah, I went to the bar to get the daiquiri and came back in, and he says, "We're moving." I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, we're moving.
Because
So
we weren't moving when I left.
no, well, we are live again, guys. That is
Yes.
Roatan in our rear view mirror.
Yes.
And of course, it's America. True Texan Girl says it's America.
That reminds
America.
me. Oh my goodness, that reminds me. I used to work with this one lady, and we had our filing system, and she was looking up things for a company that started with America, and she says, "Oh, I filed it under M for America."
Oh my!
You're not the only one. That's the whole point of that.
Yeah, it's America.
It's America.
Put that stamp on it. So I guess since we're watching us leave here instead of showing Deck 6 right now, maybe we'll do some of the talking that we do after. I've sort of talked a little bit about our day, what we were supposed to do, but
Okay.
I didn't talk about what we did do.
Oh, okay.
So we found. Oh, thank you very much for the thumbs up, by the way.
Oh,
Here.
yeah, thank you. There's 11 of you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate that, guys.
So we got up early because we were intending to go on that excursion.
Yeah.
Got up, had breakfast, learned a couple of things. There are typically 2 of the restaurants open for breakfast. However, you have to make a reservation for breakfast just like you do for dinner. But what I find odd was we couldn't find any of the restaurant times on the app to actually make the reservation.
Right.
So anyway, so we went up to Deck 15, up to the galley. It's where they have all their eateries, and they do serve breakfast up there. In fact, they serve breakfast 24 hours a day up there. You need different things.
Yes.
Okay? And normally, as we explained it in the galley, you will sit at a table. There's a little flag on the table. You raise it up, and a server will come and take your order. For breakfast, however, there's an area that you can walk up, and they've got scrambled eggs and bacon and hash browns and sausage and a few other things. And they'll just go ahead and put it on a plate for you there, and then you just take it with you. And so you can do that as well. By the way, who gives that a thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh, I don't know.
That's a beautiful view.
They must think it's clickbait because
guess.
we're not talking about the
Deck
the
6.
Dutch. Yeah,
I don't know. You missed Deck 6. We've been on for 25 minutes. No, we haven't done it yet. We hope your kids are born naked. I'm kidding. It's engagement. It's all good. Not for everybody. Anyway, so we did breakfast up there, and it was interesting to learn that you could go up to the counter and I would like this, and this, and they'll put it on a plate for you, as opposed to sitting at the table and raising the flag. That being said, we did notice throughout the day, because we did walk around a bit here, that even during lunchtime, I saw a lot of people walking up to the different eateries asking for stuff. Now, when we were on the Resilient Lady, they wouldn't allow that. So, no, go sit. We'll bring it to you. Oh, okay, fine. We'll go sit. Here, they were allowing it. So I wonder if some changes have been made to their processes up there in the galley on deck 15.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it seems like that might be the case.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep. So we had breakfast up there. Mm-hmm. It's still raining. And that's when we contacted our guy and said, hey, yeah, this is just a bust. So we're going to pull the plug. And he says, nope, understand. So we did that. So we came back to the cabin, chilled out for a bit. By about noon, 1 o'clock, it had stopped raining. So we're like, you know what? This is normally a day we would video the outside areas. So let's go ahead and get that done today. So we did. And we filmed all the outside areas. And as soon as we finished, it started raining again. It was like, oh, thank you. Which, again, if you're joining us late, we do have Deck 6 coming. It's just we want to finish watching us pull away from Roatan here, our departure, before we play that for you guys. Anyway, so we decided after that, you know what? Let's go have some pizza. We talked about the pizza. It's got a dedicated restaurant. It has a nice pizza oven in there, brick oven. Let's go try it.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe we can do a special broadcast from the pizza place. We were literally going to go down there and broadcast like, a 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever time it was, special broadcast. So we get down there, and there actually was a lot more people in there than I was expecting.
It was packed.
And it was actually quite loud.
It was.
They had the music playing in there, and it was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
So we scrapped the streaming special edition live from the pizza joint, but we did get the pizza.
Yes.
And, yeah, we have a change in the rankings, everybody. A change. There's got to be something for that.
Don't you have a drum roll?
I know.
You're a drummer. You have to have a drum roll.
Isn't that wrong of me?
It is. Okay, do a live one.
No. I'll do this. We have a change in broadcast. No, that didn't work. What happened?
Different.
What happened?
I don't know.
Hey.
There it is.
We have a change in rankings. I don't know. That was horrible too. What is going on with this stuff here?
Oh, I don't know.
I got to get a drum roll. Okay. Number 1 is still MSC.
Hands down.
Hands down. Number 2, Virgin.
Move over Carnival.
Carnival's moving down to 3.
Yeah.
Now, there's an asterisk to this voting.
There is totally
an
ranking. Asterisk to this.
If you're on the XL class ships, okay, it's a tie for second.
Yes.
But if you're on any of the other Carnival ships that do not have the pizza type ovens, they cook it on a conveyor belt. The pizza tastes different.
It does.
And so we are going to go MSC, Virgin, Carnival for the ranking of pizza.
Yeah.
So it was pretty good.
It was
really pretty good.
Yeah.
It probably would have. It's close to 1. The only difference is their crust was a little bit thicker than we would like it.
It is.
Again, personal choice.
It is.
But the flavors.
So for some of you, you might actually enjoy it more than the MSC pizza. But for me, MSC still has the best pizza.
Sauce
and this is second.
Sauce was great. Cheese was great. We did have cheese have pepperoni, which was awesome too.
Yeah.
So there you have it. I know you guys can't hear it, but You can start to hear the
ocean.
waves, the ocean
I'm
moving.
hearing it, yes.
All right, so here we go. We've missed a lot.
Ooh.
And it's beautiful.
And you said hello to everybody already?
I did.
I missed them all. I'm
Yep.
sorry,
Chris says,
guys.
it's coming. All right. Macrina says, no, Roatan is in the Caribbean. It's south of the Gulf of Mexico. See, that's what I thought.
Okay. All right.
Hello, Ashley. Welcome. Christina, it's the airport in Aruba we sail past. Just confirmed it. Awesome. All right. Hello, Ashley. Just can't wait to see the views, Macrina. Just can't wait to see the views. Exactly. Alex says, 4 days to go. FYI, you're not able to book lunch RSVP. There's a setting change from lunch to dinner option. It wasn't even lunch. It was breakfast.
Yeah.
So we'll play around with it. Honestly, Alex, I know you're new to the channel, but the rest of the folks that are here that are chatting, they've been with us for quite a while. We cruise a lot of different cruise lines. And of course, they all have different apps. As far as we're concerned, the Virgin app is the worst of them all. It is just not friendly. You can't find anything in there. There are no deck plans in the app. There's somewhere, I think it's down by sailor support or customer service, whatever you want to call it. There's a little plaque that you can scan it. It's got a QR code that says deck plans. That's it. I mean, it's my biggest pet peeve, honestly, not the app, but my biggest pet peeve of Virgin is there's not a deck plan anywhere on this ship.
That's true.
Nowhere. So when you first get on, for a lot of people, they walk around aimlessly lost because it's hard to get your bearings because you literally have no idea where you are.
Yeah.
Other than on the ship. So the passenger cabins, the passenger hallways, and the stairs and elevators, no deck plans. Downstairs in the public areas, no deck plans. There are a few digital boards around the ship. I can't get those to pull up deck plans. So, but I did see, as I mentioned, a little card over in, I think it's Sailor Services, that says deck plans and scan the QR code. That is the only place to find a deck plan.
Man, for me, the app, I like to go through and find the daily activities because, you know, I want to get out and see what's going on and maybe try to get some highlight videos. And when you find the things on the Virgin app that you like and you heart it like, you know, all of the other apps, it does put it into a separate area, but in no specific order, and it doesn't give you the times. So you actually have to go and look and click on the times rather than saying, okay, it's 3:30, what is available, or what do I... Now I got to go through, you know, all the 20 things that I've highlighted to figure out which one is going on at 3:30.
Yeah, they need some work on their app.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's just not very friendly.
Yep, not very friendly at all. All right, back into the comments.
Okay.
And in just a couple minutes, we're getting far enough away. I think it's about time to roll for deck 16 or deck 6.
It is too.
So let's just get through a few of these.
Okay.
Macrina says, yeah, the rain held people back from going ashore probably. Yeah. It did.
Yeah, I think
did.
so.
And of course, everybody came inside the ship, right? Because it was wet outside, so there was not a lot of people hanging around the pools. Because, again, we did manage to get our outside tours done before it started, in between the rains.
Yeah.
But I'm sure enough people got off to, you know, endure a little bit of weather. So.
And we did walk around a lot too. When we decided, hey, let's try to stream our eating pizza live. But we were not able to find any place that the music wasn't too loud.
It's just too loud.
Yeah.
Any place that it's not too loud was outside, and it was raining. So, anyway, Chris says, Macrina, once again, you're correct. It is in the Caribbean Sea, but not far away from our soon-to-be Panama Canal. Our soon-to-be. Yeah, we're going to invade and take it back over again.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I heard something about that today with the TV in the background.
Yeah.
Hello, Mama Tall Man. Just got on, but you started from the beginning, so you're probably way behind, probably. Hello, Carol. Welcome. Macrina's like, Chris, yeah, our canal. I know. Hello, Mr. Cruise Fever. Welcome. And Alex's reply to the deck plans, that's why you deck plans are the same from ship to ship to make them feel like you're coming home /resort. Yep, the app has its flaws. Exactly.
Yeah. They all do. There's some things that I like and some things that I hate about each of the apps.
Yeah.
It's not just Virgin. It's that I just, you know, voiced my biggest issue with them, and as did Robert.
No, but this is the worst.
Planes. And no deck plans. I said planes.
Deck planes.
Deck planes.
But
yeah.
Interestingly enough, it was the Resilient Lady, when we got on it for the inaugural, that got us to start doing the deck tours the way that you see them.
Yeah, it is.
It's because we had a hard time finding our way around. We're like, well, if we're having a hard time finding our way around, and we like to consider ourselves pretty well versed at moving around cruise ships, I know others are just as confused.
Yes.
So let's start doing these 360-degree tours. And that's why we started doing that. Speaking of which, since we're far enough away from land now, if you're coming in late, guys, we just pulled out of Roatan. Normally, we start off with showing you what the picture of the thumbnail, which was Deck 6, but we're not often getting able to capture live the departure. We literally just pulled out about 20 minutes ago from Roatan, so what you're looking is Roatan in the rearview mirror. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get to the content of the day and show you Deck 6.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today Lisa and I, we are on the Scarlet Lady, which is a Virgin cruise ship. We're here on Deck 6. Now this is a completely public space. There are no cabins on this deck. We are at the forward elevators and stairs. Now one thing that has always frustrated us about Virgin ships are there are no visible deck plans anywhere. And this can be confusing to a lot of people. And ultimately, it was the very first Virgin ship we went on that got us decided to do these type of tours, so you can see 360-degree tour where everything is.
Oops.
We are towards the front of the ship. The red room is this way, but we like to stay to the right side, finish the right side, and then come around. We can't do that here. Again, remember, we are in the front of the ship. This is the forward elevators. The front of the ship is this way. Behind this big door, it's very well hidden, is an area called the Den. This would be sort of corporate or party meeting space. There's an air wall, so you can have this area combined with this area if you need a large space. See, there is AV, audio visual, TVs and things. Little prep area back here. Somebody back here. Men's and women's room, both accessible. And again, this is the second space if you need something a little more quiet, a little more quaint. With these bean bags here, I wonder if they use this space and double it for other types of activities. Remember, this is Virgin, there are no kids, so there are no kids areas. But I think they lowered it from 21 down to 18. Again, that is the Den. This door here, very, very heavy. That one there is Zeke's crew only. So that's as far forward as we can go that way, and we can't stay to the right. We're gonna go to the other side, and we might as well go see here first while we're here. This is the red room, if you didn't see it. This is one of their big showrooms, if you will. Right here is men's and women's, and an all-gender accessible. Behind this door is the entrance. Sail into something spectacular. There are two ways to get in here. You can get in from Deck 7, but also down here at the front of the ship in Deck 6. And just make sure they're not rehearsing, which does sometimes happen in the middle of the night. No, they are not. So there you have it. This is what it looks like. Now, this is completely convertible space, which is really cool. All these chairs slide back like at, say, like a stadium. And so this whole floor can become open, which we saw for the very first show when we were on the Resilient Lady. There were no chairs. We were like, wow, what's going on? Because they were very well hidden. This whole space down here, you were sort of part of the show, which was kind of cool. There's your stage. These are LED walls that are very, very movable. Just to be complete, remember we tried to go forward on the other side, but there was no way to do that. And just so you can see, that's all private space back here. All right, just wanted to make sure that we showed that to you. Really cool. It's a cool concept, right? It's different because most theaters are sort of set all the time. The chairs are the chairs are the chairs. They're permanently mounted. This space converts. It can morph into what they need it for the type of entertainment they're presenting that particular evening.
It's cool to see shows in the round.
It sort of, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, now remember we're back here at the forward elevators. The front of the ship is back behind us. We're now going to head towards the back. We can't get any further on that side. We've already seen that, so we're going this way. We first start off in the casino. This is the cage, but hidden behind the cage is a smoking area. This is also the sort of the smoking casino. There are no tables, just slot machines, but you can hang out here out of the elements if you're a smoker and gamble. The rest of the casino is not smoking. Just wanted to make sure there weren't hidden bathrooms back here. And here's where you can redeem some of your gaming tickets if you don't want to do it at the cage. By casino standards, the casinos on Virgin are actually very, very small. But they have a little bit of everything. Here's the next club space. It's called the Manor. It has a very, very cool entrance. I'm sure there's some people that could get dizzy walking through here. Now this leads to the upstairs. That leads to crew area only. This leads actually into the manor. That would normally be propped open during showtime. So here's the manor. This is another space to do shows. They have a stage that goes up and down. So if they're having more larger performance, that stage would be up. So the stage area itself would be bigger. There's a second floor in here. So you can actually access that from deck 7. Remember, we're on deck 6. So there's stairs inside that you can go up as well. The other stairs are back here where we came in, believe it or not, which we came in right there. Nice bar area. There's actually a whole nother seating area back here, back by the side of the bar. Whole little sort of private space back here. Obviously, if there's a show going on, you're not going to see much sitting back in here. But you can see a little through that space there, because the stage is right there. All right, there's restrooms in here as well. There's the men's and women's room, and they are both handicapped accessible. It's one thing that I like about Virgin ships. There's a plethora of bathrooms publicly. Again, that goes to the upstairs. Most ships inside the club space and inside restaurants, there are no public restrooms. That is not what they do here at Virgin. There are restrooms inside a lot of these spaces, which means you don't have to leave the space, use the restroom. It's very smart. Here's the other set of steps to get to the upstairs from the side of the ship. And there you have it. There's the manor. And the rest of the casino. It's funny, the crew's dress, here's a little bit of a ramp here. The crew's dress is very, very casual. We have found actually ourselves being asked many times already about things about the ship because, you know, we're a nice logoed polo shirts, even though they're, our brand for the channel. We get asked a lot. So underneath the stairs here, if we get back to the right side of the ship as we're walking, there's this club space back here and bar, ice big bar, little performance area over here with a whole seating area back behind. So this area at night is quite active, which is nice. Got your center stairs. There's no big major center atrium in Virgin ships like there are with other cruise line ships. We're technically this is it. This is sort of what might be considered the atrium area. Over here we have all of our shops. Again, we're sort of, as we normally go, we're going to go walk down the right side of the ship and come back up this way. But I want to just show you this, and we'll call those out when we see them again. So let's get back to the right. I'll give you a reference. Here's your midship elevators and stairs. Now we go back over to the right. Again, midship elevators and stairs. Fine watches, as you can see. Here's your makeup and fragrances, ladies. Also purses and clutches. Access to the midship elevators and stairs. Fine jewelry. Some clothing back in this area. A little vignette. And this takes us to the test kitchen. So this is the reception area for the test kitchen. Remember, the ship has 6 different restaurants. They're all specialty restaurants, and they're all included in your fare. You will make a reservation. Like, this is a 6-night cruise, and basically they want you to eat at each restaurant one time during your cruise. The menus are all unique. We particularly didn't enjoy the menu from Test Kitchen, so we went and met with the people who run the restaurants here, and they made an exception and booked us a second night at the Wake, which we'll see in a different video. The Wake is Virgin's steakhouse. Very industrial in here, right? Lots of stainless. Remember, it's called the Test Kitchen, where they test food and recipes and things. So it has a much different look and feel than a normal restaurant would. There's a woman's room right here. They had it closed for a reason. We want to make sure we close it back up. So we are going to backtrack. And we can cross over here, which is what we will do. We're sort of cutting through the midship elevators and stairs. There's sort of what I would call the center of the ship. We'll see those shops as we walk back towards the way we came. And we'll call out the rest of these shops here too. Let's just go over here and see Extra Virgin. This is their Italian restaurant. It's one of our favorites. The men's room, right outside the restaurant. So this is where you check in, right here at the desk. It will take you over to seat you. So you have a bar area that you can sit at and eat and drink, or you can sit at regular tables. Now remember, each of these restaurants are very, very small compared to every other cruise line we've ever been on that has a main dining room. That means everybody fans out a little bit and has a different a schedule, which is why you have to make a reservation on all their restaurants. Even though they're all included, you do have to make reservations. And we highly suggest that you make these reservations as soon as you've paid for your booking. there are limited opportunities to pre-book or pre-reserve your spots in these restaurants. We're just trying to tell you by example. We did not. And so when we got to the ship, we had only had one restaurant that was available to make a reservation at, which we did. The rest we had to do once we got on the ship, which means you have to deal with the only time slots that they have left available for you to eat. Most of the restaurants start, I think, around 5:30, 5:45. But the earliest we could get in at any of the restaurants was 6:45. So anyway, there's your extra virgin and some tips. Make sure that you book ahead of time. You have just sort of some more purses on this side, ladies. We passed this area here. In here you can get just different things, candies, sunscreen, different stuff like that, glasses, right? Sort of like a sundries type shop. Clothing over here for the men. There's your midshipman elevators and stairs where we walked across. Here's your Virgin shop. All things Virgin in here. We'll have to come in here and check this out once they're open. Get a little bit closer. Another shop for high-end watches. Same thing with this one here. It's a smaller vignette. The dry dock. Mani-pedis, I believe is what happens in here. Or is this the hair salon? I think this is the hair salon for the ladies. The dry dock. Stubble and groom. This is the barber for the men. Oh, it's locked so you can't see it at all. But they have a full barbershop here just for men. So that's the ladies' hair salon. This is the men's. You can do a makeup makeover here. Here's your, we call it duty free. They call it booty free. So your alcohol and tobacco down here. And if you want to get a tattoo at sea, which is completely unique to Virgin, I got squid ink, and you can make an appointment and come down here and get a tattoo while you're out here on the ocean. All right, so there you have it. We've had to zigzag a little bit, but we have gone 360 now on deck 6 here. If you can see far enough ahead, we're going back through the casino. The manor is right over here to the left. Red room is all the way forward. So do us a huge favor. Let us know what your favorite part of deck 6 is in the comments below. And until we see you on another ship or another deck, and be safe.
Well, there you go, everybody. Deck 6. Let's get a better look on that camera there. There we go. I think that's a little bit better, don't you?
Yeah, that's better.
All right, maybe up a little bit too. There we go. That is a live camera outside of our balcony. For those who are joining us late, don't know, we are 100% live from the Scarlet Lady. We are in our cabin. In fact, here, I'll just, I do this because sometimes people don't believe that we're live, but we're in our cabin here on deck 14. We're in cabin 14302Z. All right. And just, look, there's our rest of our cabin. There's a balcony right there. All right. And we just put a little backdrop so it looks nicer. And then, of course, there's the door over there. Right. So, yes, live right now as you see. So we appreciate you joining us. Do us a huge favor. If this is your first time joining us, hit that subscribe button. Become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you. Costs you absolutely nothing. Really does help out the channel. Lisa and I would sincerely appreciate it. We really do.
We do. And thank you all for the thumbs up.
And we do. There we go. We're at 17. We're halfway to the goal of 35. So, all right. So Mama Tall Man says, oh, by the way, I hope you guys like Deck 6. It's one of the main areas here, Deck 6 and Deck 7. Speaking of Deck 6, Squid Inks, there were 3 tattoo artists in there today. Didn't see any customers, but there were 3 guys in there waiting to give somebody a tattoo. So I'm assuming lots of people get tattoos when they're on one of the Virgin ships because they all have squid inks. They would not have 3 people sitting in there if they weren't going to be busy.
I would agree.
So, yeah, because that was sort of a topic of conversation last night. Mama Tallman says, I like my mudslides with ice cream. yeah, right?
Yes, instead of milk, yes.
Did I call my hideout Macrina? Is that why? I don't know. We don't know either, Macrina, on this. So we've taken a note. We're going to find out tomorrow what they do for the 18 through 20s. Okay?
We'll let you know.
The manor lights look like it's warp speed. Yeah. I actually had just was close to thinking maybe I shouldn't put those in there because some people might be like, it freaked them out because of the way the lights are. Anyway, hello, Valerie. How are you? Welcome, Shane. Hey there. Sorry late. Don't worry about it. And
we actually started early, so you're probably on time.
We did. We started way early. Ashley says, maybe I missed it. I know there isn't an MDR, but is there a buffet area on Virgin Voyages? No, there is not. The area that would be a buffet is called the Galley. It is comprised of 7 or 8 different little eateries. In the way that we understood that it had worked up there is when you go up to get some food there, whether it's breakfast, lunch, and or dinner, you sit down at a table. There's a little stand there, and in the stand you flip up the flag, and a server will come to your table, then you can order. There's a menu that shows what each of the little food vignettes offers.
Which has been posted on our Facebook page.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. And then they will go and get it, and then they bring it to you. Mm-hmm. When we were on the Resilient Lady, they did not want you going up to those little food vignettes. Just sit down. Here, it seems they've relaxed that policy a little bit. We've seen certain, sometimes people going up to the vignettes to get the food. It is the same food up there every day. That does not change, right? The burger place serves the burgers, and there's a noodles place that has different noodles. It's the same noodles. There's an open face sandwich place or whatever. Again, I can't remember all the names because they're all very strange and unique. But you will see that when we do our Deck 15 tour, Ashley. So that'll be there for you to see. Okay, but it is not. What? Oh, that must be the sound from that. I'm like, what is all that hissing? It's the ocean. You'll see that when we do Deck 15, not tomorrow, but the next day. Okay. Macrina, I would not be happy to not get a dining reservation at each restaurant. Not happy eating at 9. Well, again, that is why we do these videos and we bring these tips to you about stuff, right? If you're going to book a Virgin Voyages cruise, the minute you're done booking it, get in there and get your reservations. Yeah. If not, there's going to be far less options. Again, use us as examples. We did not. I was only able to get one reservation before the cruise. As soon as we get to the port, as we were standing there waiting, I tried to get on their Wi-Fi to do more. It took me an hour to get one to stick. So by the time we get on the ship, I had 2 reservations done. I could have gotten more, but they were all very, very late. Again, thank you for the thumbs up.
Oh, yes, thank you.
So when we got on, since we could not get cabins, we went right down to meet with the restaurant folks. That happens in Razzles or Dazzles.
Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle
yeah,
Dazzle. Happens right out there at 2 o'clock. And sat down with one of the supervisors, and they were able to get us in all in reasonable time frames. In fact, we had one booked at 7 because it was the only one we could get, and he moved it to 6:15. That's the best he could do. So all of our reservations are between 6:15 and 6:30, except for yesterday's, which was 5:45. So, Macrina, I agree, but I think as long as you book them ahead of time, I'm telling you, book the cruise, go right into the app and make the reservations. And the reason why we say this is they only allow a certain number of reservations to be made on the app pre-cruise. They want the rest of it done once you get on the ship. So they only allow so much. It's not so much for you. It's just so much for everybody. Like, on day 1 for dinner, in the wake, we're going to allow 200 people make reservations, even though they probably can accommodate 300. Hopefully that makes sense. But anyway. Hey, Valerie, having a great time in the yacht club. I hope she's done. She's back home. Robert, at least Virgin was accommodating for you in the restaurants. Exactly. We're nothing special. I mean, we do have some status here because they status matched. Maybe that helped I don't know, but the guy was really nice. He says, no, not a problem. I can move it as early as 6:15, but that's about the best I can do. I said, no, that's great.
Yeah, I don't remember him asking. I guess he did have to ask.
Well, yes, for our
room number.
cabin, and I'm sure it would be there.
But I don't remember him looking it up. It was just writing things down, and I don't know.
Yeah, so
That's all I
I don't know
remember.
if status had anything to do with it, but
I can't
either way,
imagine that it did.
book ahead of time. It's the best way.
Yeah.
Karina says, Ashley, it's more like a sit-down food court with waiter servers. That's the best way to describe it. It's a mall food court with waiter servers.
Yeah.
Yep. But there's no Sabaros.
No, but they do have bento boxes and sushi. So
Yes,
you don't see
there is
that
some
at
grab
all
and
the
go and
malls.
stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of grab and go stuff.
Valerie says, hey, Chris, I'm back at home. Are those frowny faces?
Oh, we get that.
Carlos? She's like, I miss Carlos. She had Carlos. We had Gushti.
We had Gushti. Yeah.
We are going to bring Valerie on when we're back on dry land and have better connection.
Yeah.
And so she can tell you about her experience live here for everybody to see. That way, you're just not taking our word for it. You have someone else who just recently experienced the same thing. Macrina says, Val, you are in withdrawal depression. Oh, we understand.
Oh, we totally get it.
We understand.
Yes. Yes.
She says, yes, my daughter and I aren't doing well.
I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Interesting. Thanks, Macrina and Robert. Sounds interesting. Yeah. I mean, the food up there is pretty good.
It is.
Right? The only asterisk to the sit-down rule, this whatever, we were talking about breakfast. We've gone up there for breakfast. We went to one of the restaurants to try to eat breakfast, but it turns out you got to have reservations for breakfast as well. And I haven't figured out how to make the app do that. And Alex says there's something you got to switch in there, so I'm going to play with it later and see what happens. So we were forced to go up there to eat breakfast. For breakfast, the area that serves breakfast 24/7, you can actually just go up and say, because they have some trays of food out. I'll take the scrambled eggs and some bacon, sausage, hash browns, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you want an omelet or stuff, you got to order that and just sit down, raise the flag, let the servers do their job. They'll be happy. Yeah. Okay. Hug. Valerie, glad you made it home safely. I bet you do miss Carlos. Oh my gosh, yes. She's smiley, crying face. It's so bizarre to me to have a tattoo shop on a cruise. I know, right? But then again, it makes a lot of sense. I can see people getting hammered and saying, yeah, let's go get a tattoo.
Well, I guess that's a possibility, yeah.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Bring up the, if you can find it, the agenda.
Okay.
On your phone, so we can talk about that. There's something that we had mentioned, but the activities that happen on Virgin ships are a lot different than the activities that happen on any other ship.
Yeah, they are.
They're mostly centered around fitness and wellness. I don't think they do bingo. I'm not sure they do.
They had bingo.
Did they have bingo?
Yeah, I only saw it on one day, though. I
One
haven't
day?
gone through the entire
All the day?
things, but
Yeah.
I've gone through like 3 or 4 days, and I only saw one.
Scavenger
day of
hunts?
bingo. I think, a scavenger hunt.
Did you?
I think I did.
Okay. She pays more attention to that than I do because I'm on the computer editing. She does all that stuff. Event lineup. Okay. Let's just do tomorrow because it's late.
Okay.
So this is what's in here. Sun worshippers. A Zen-seeking, chakra-balancing morning. Flex and flow. Growth and guided meditation. At the bar class. Again, it's a dance classy sort of thing. Hit the techno gym master training with Mark Riley. Invigorating vinyasa flow yoga. Spin class. Morning mind benders. That's kind of a game, an actual crosswords and stuff. There's a crew drill. On the upsweet bungee class. Hit don't quit class. Another lifting sort of physical thing. Pickleball. Private karaoke. Sign up at the groupie. Okay, that's different. Another upswing bungee class. Salty trivia. Schoolyards showdown. Okay, so there's a little trivia. We're now into the afternoon. Techno gym, more training with Mark. Perfect your posture. It's an alignment workshop. Another bungee class. Got a dodge mall. A game of dodgeball up in the sports court.
Yeah.
Pop quiz music trivia. Nice. The OPA hour. Taste of Flavors from Greece. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's from 3:30 to 5:30 Greek food.
Hairstyling workshop. Acupuncture alternative medicine workshop. Nourish Your Soul nutrition and exercise workshop. Painting and boozy bevies. That's $35. Creation and libations with the artist. Okay. Roll out and recover class. So that, again, that's a fitness thing. Okay. Rum runners. Seek origins. Sip rum. Savorcraft. Again, that's a $35 thing. It's like a bar kind of thing. Original story. Core basics class. The Myth of the Scarlet Knight. Okay, that's a little different.
Thank you.
Oh, we're at 23. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway, I think you get the hint. There is more fitness, health, and wellness stuff on this ship than I've seen on any other cruise line ever. In fact, there may be more in that one day than I've seen on other ships in the entire cruise.
You might be right.
I mean, there's always some yoga and stretching and stuff like this, but I mean, there's a lot.
There is.
And as we get up to deck 15, 16, 17, and 18 or somewhere, you're going to see, I mean, the gym here is huge, and it's multiple levels and different things, and they've got a lot going on here, and a lot of it is about wellness. So
it is.
Anyway, so let's back up. Let's get back up. Macrina wants to know, how much are the tattoos? Bet they are not cheap.
That's a good question.
It's a good question. Yeah, we'll see if we can figure that out.
My guess is it depends on the size
yeah.
of the tattoo.
Color, black. I mean, black or white, right? So
yeah.
it's probably a loaded question. I mean, we can see if we can find out, but
maybe there's a ballpark figure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did hear that some of Virgin Voyages shops have some adult items for sale. Yikes! You know, it's funny. We actually haven't gone into any of the shops yet. Mostly because the first day was a day at sea, and, well, you know what we did? We slept. Today we're in port, so they were closed all day, even though we were on the ship and it was raining, but they were closed. So we'll get in there and we'll take a peek. We'll let you know what they've got. Yeah. Valerie says, I have one tattoo, but I did extensive research when choosing my tattoo artist. So I wouldn't feel comfortable going to one of the cruise ship when I know nothing about the tattoo artist. You know, it's funny, Valerie, we talked a little bit about that last night, and I'm not sure if you were on while we were talking about it, but, you know, most people, they've got a guy or a girl. Right? I mean, this is sort of a very personal thing.
It is.
And it's permanent. You don't want it screwed up. So, like you're going to do your research, make sure you go to the right place, and this, that, or whatever. I just walk up to the local, dude on this cruise ship, get a tattoo. I don't know. Hopefully they can spell. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not pointing that out. It's just there's somewhere in a movie or something somewhere I agree. I just would think, but again, there's 3 tattoo artists. They were all sitting down there today. I'm like, there aren't going to be 3 guys giving tattoos if there's not a need or a call for it. So anyway, Chris said, if I were ever to get a tattoo, I would want to do my homework and find the top-of-the-line artist, not just some random person on a ship to draw something on me.
Well, when we were on the Resilient Lady, we asked a bunch of questions, like, hey, what's going on? And apparently this was a named guy that was on the Resilient Lady. And again, that was the first time we'd ever seen tattoos on board, and we didn't know if it was, a Virgin thing or all ships or just this one. But
well, from a quick look at the 3 guys that were in there as I walked by, they're tattooed from head to toe. So walk in, take a good look at their tats.
Yeah, true.
And then ask, who did your work? And if he does that, then you know you're okay. Did we see any upside pineapples on doors? No, we did not. No, we've already walked the entire ship. We've done all the cabins, the cabin tours, not. The cabin deck tours. Passenger deck tours.
Very few door decorations to begin with.
Yep.
Very few.
So no upside down pineapples. No. And Valerie's saying the same thing, Chris. She feels the same way. When is Scarlet Night?
It's tomorrow night.
It's tomorrow night.
It is tomorrow night.
Dang, we got work to do.
Yes.
Hey, Allie, what's up? Hey, Tall Man Clan. Stopping in to watch a little before I drive my grandma down to Florida from New York early morning tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a hike.
Well, hopefully you'll get to stay for a little bit in Florida too, Allie.
Yeah, be safe. That's a long drive.
It's a little bit warmer down there than New York right now.
Yeah.
No chance of snow. Chris says, go to Cruise Mapper, Macrina. You can track any ship. What was that about tracking ships? Did I miss something? I don't know.
Sorry
Whatever.
if we missed something.
I have a friend who got a temporary tattoo on a Carnival ship just to freak out her mom when she got home. Oh. Chris says, I have to say, it is frustrating to know that Virgin has such good food that is better than what we pay for a specialty restaurant, and it's all included.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
It really is. So Virgin is really, I would put them in the premium cruise line category. I don't know if the cruise industry has renamed their stuff. So forgive me if I'm, I'm an old curmudgeon and don't have the right terminology.
Yeah.
But when we had our agency, again, we're not currently travel agents. We haven't been in a long time. But when we had our agencies, the industry was classified into 3 segments. You had contemporary, you had premium, and you had luxury. Contemporaries would be your Carnivals, Royal Caribbean, NCL, MSC. Those are really the contemporaries. There are a couple that fall in a gap between contemporary and premium. Princess, really. Mm-hmm. And at first, Disney. Now, I've since, in my brain, moved Disney to premium. Okay? Princess still stays in that in-between category. They're not exactly contemporary, but they're not exactly premium. Yeah. Your premiums are going to be your Holland America, Celebrities, Virgin, right? They're in your premium. Of course, we all know what the luxury cruise lines are. They're your Vikings, your Explorer Journeys from MSC, Azamara. Cunard really, that there's to me in between premium and luxury.
You think?
Yeah. So, it's interesting when you come to this food. The higher the class, the better the food.
Correct.
Now, even on MSC, when we stayed in the yacht club, I would classify their food from a premium to a luxury category in the yacht club.
Okay.
The food in the yacht club was way better than it was better than the food in the regular restaurants.
Yeah.
Okay. The food here, again, guys, if you're new to the channel, go to our Facebook group, right? Just answer the 2 questions. It'll let you in. It's a private group, right? So the first question is, what was your very first cruise? If you haven't gone on one yet, today's word is Roacam.
Roacam?
Rocam. Because we had the camera on Roatan.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't know. Just put something in there. The second question is just adhering to the group rules, which is essentially no spamming and be nice, okay? We post all the food pictures. The reason I'm telling you that is the presentation here on Virgin, it's unbelievable. It really is. Grab your phone real quick. And I know you guys will go there, but I just want to show you this one picture. Let's see if it'll work for me. Notes. Photos. Where is it?
Oh, I know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It should be.
You know what I'm looking for.
I know exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's good.
There.
Is that clear enough, everybody? Can you all see what that is? That's the entire fish. We had dinner tonight in the Lucky Lotus, and that is a sweet and sour red snapper. They literally serve the whole fish. So the presentation on their stuff is just amazing.
It really is.
And that's what escalates things to another level, right? The food itself is great, but when it comes with this presentation, it elevates it to another level, right? So let's go ahead and talk about Lucky Lotus.
Okay.
Again, she's already posted all the food pics and the menus.
Yes.
So Lucky Lotus is the restaurant that used to be formerly known as Razzles. Razzle Dazzle. Razzle Dazzle still exists. It's Razzle Dazzle for lunchtime.
Yes.
And it's Lucky Lotus at night. It shares the same thing, the same doors. It's, I don't know, whatever. The Lucky Lotus is an Asian-infused dining experience. All right. So tonight, you want to pull up the menu so we can read from it? Because I don't. We had 3 of the 4 appetizers they offered. So the appetizer. Oh, no, actually, sorry. They have 6 appetizers. We had 3 of them. Trio of langkai. Then pan-roasted vegetable dumplings. We both had those. They were delicious.
They were really good.
Kabocha and chicken wonton soup. I had that. The wontons were great. I wasn't over the top about the broth or the rest of it. Crispy walnut prawns, Peking duck bao buns, and honey sriracha sticky ribs. Had those. Amazing. Then your middle course, if you will, rice and noodles. The first one was stir-fried rice noodles. We both had it. Amazing. The flavors just exploded in your mouth. It was so
really
good. Pineapple shrimp fried rice and Szechuan hot and sour noodles. Okay. The mains, Buddha Delight, which is gluten-free and vegan, is tofu, asparagus, shiitake mushrooms, and scallions. Didn't have that. Blossoming sweet and sour fish. That's the picture I showed you. Okay. 5-spice pork chop. Me? There are no words, guys. Just get it. And she had oddly enough, I was shocked that they had it, but they had a grilled ribeye with black peppercorn sauce, shiitake pepper, pickled red onion.
And let me tell you, the flavor was amazing. That black peppercorn sauce just topped it off. It was really good.
For desserts, they had an egg tart, banana and ricotta rangoon, mango pudding.
I had the egg tart.
And the almond tofu and black sesame. So that was what the offerings were.
Yeah,
Again,
really good.
Just another fantastic meal.
Yeah.
So if you're a foodie and just nothing else, book a Virgin ship, guys.
Yeah.
Just because the food is that good.
It is.
If you want to spend a little more, then go to MSC and book the Yacht Club because the food up there is just as amazing as this. The presentation just...
It's not as good. Is somebody screaming outside?
I was like...
They're getting an early start on Scarlet Night.
I guess. Anyway. All right, so let's back up. Macrina's like, Chris, I keep track of ships all the time. Yes, Macrina's dialed in, Chris.
Oh, she is.
And she says, it's all relative. Virgin Voyages just wraps the specialty restaurant food in their cruise price. It's true. It's why it's also elevated to a premium experience. Virgin, cruises are more expensive, but there's a lot included with that expense. First of all, the upgraded food. Their entertainment is great. Almost every time you're going to buy a Virgin cruise, they're going to have some kind of dollar amount attached to it through a sale. We got free alcohol when we booked this. Plus, we had put a deposit while we were on our last cruise, so we also got onboard credit.
Yes.
So there's always something they're wrapping up here, okay? But yes, it is relative. But that being said, even if it was, and the prices are higher, doesn't mean it's going to be good. Just means they're charging more. In this case, it's good.
It's good.
Right? She's like, yeah, Roacam. My word. Yep, your word. I know, Rakina, but I wish our lines did offer that. One thing is so disappointing is the food on Royal and Disney. I don't know how you feel about food on Carnival, but it's definitely declining. The answer is yes, Chris. It's declining across the board.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why I think the Yacht Club took us by such surprise, because the food was so much better.
Even without being in the Yacht Club, I feel that the
MSC
food is better
yeah.
than both Royal and Carnival, in my
Correct.
opinion.
Correct. Yeah. Everything is declining just a bit.
Yeah.
It's just the way that it seems to be, which is sad.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
The cruise lines are seeing record profits. Yet we're seeing lessened quality. And that's a big word, and it's across the board. Quality of the food, quality of the service, quality across the board, right? So I think it's a little sad. And, maybe if enough people squawk about it, there can be a turnabout. I don't know. But anyway, Allie says, I have to tell you guys that my boyfriend now loves watching your stuff too, and you guys rock. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. Thank you.
You get that too. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Excuse me. We look forward to watching you. So, yeah, great. And we surprised you with a cruise right here at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a lot more surprises for you guys this year. It's going to be a good year. Chris says, the only thing in premium is the price. I don't feel good. I don't feel the food is that good on Disney, and it's considered premium. That's correct. So just because you're paying a premium price doesn't mean the food's going to be premium.
Yeah.
In this case with Virgin, it's a premium price, and the food is a premium.
Yes, agreed.
Again, back to the yacht club. The food there, I would call the yacht club experience a premium experience. Excuse me, guys. I would call that a premium experience.
Yeah.
It's borderline premium to luxury, but the food does match. Okay, so there you go. Ashley says, Chris, I don't have an issue with Carnival food. I like it just fine, but I do think Royal's food is better, except the pizza. Oh yeah, Carnival pizza is definitely better.
Oh, I totally agree.
Royal's pizza is
the worst.
As far as we're concerned, they're last on the list for cruise lines that we've sailed on so far.
Yes.
So, and not just trying to be rude. We just don't like the pizza. The sauce doesn't taste good. The cheese doesn't taste good, and they cook it on a conveyor belt, and that doesn't taste good either.
Yeah.
So it's like, not good.
It's not even a conveyor belt. It's a toaster oven.
Yeah, that's right. So, but we shared some things with you before, like for instance, the sweets and things that we bring in that we show. We don't eat like that at home. No. We don't eat like anything that you see in the cruise lines at home. Yes, we like to have a nice steak, but we don't make it nearly like these guys make it with the sauces and the this. Man, we slap some seasonings on it, put that sucker on the grill or in the air fryer, and bam, steak. Amazing.
With a baked potato, and we're good.
And so, Ashley, I agree with you 100%. However, if you go back in time, what the food used to be like,
oh my goodness,
it's not like that now.
No.
So that's what I think Chris's point was, is that in the past, the food used to be exquisite.
Yes.
And now it is not.
Yes.
If you want exquisite, you got to pay more money and go to a specialty restaurant.
Exactly.
And then maybe it's exquisite, right? And that's what happened. Oddly enough, and we've talked about this before, but I'll mention again, that is actually why we stopped sailing on NCL.
It is.
NCL started this whole thing, guys, if you didn't know that. In fact, we've been learning a lot of things about NCL. These guys are actually way more revolutionary than people know.
They really are.
The problem is, what they do doesn't or may not stick with them and their passengers, but once the other cruise lines get onto it, it becomes a huge thing. In this case, in this part of the conversation, they were the first ones to start nickel and diming everyone. They were the first ones to lower the quality of the food in the main dining room, but offer the better experience in a specialty restaurant. And then, of course, they started nickel and diming for everything else. Oh, you want an umbrella? Oh, that's going to cost you money. Oh, you want a cabana? That's going to cost you money. You want this? Oh, you want to go see a show? Okay, that's going to cost you money too. And it's like, we're done. Because their whole thing at that time was, it's called freestyle cruising. No, there ain't nothing free about freestyle cruising.
No.
Nothing. But now look at the cruise industry.
Everybody does it now.
All the main dining room food has dropped.
Yeah.
If you really want that good meal, you now are forced, if you will, to go pay for a specialty restaurant experience that gives you the same quality that you used to get in the main dining room.
Yes.
And I feel that's mostly Chris's point. And I think we've brought this up a couple times on other different shows, that we'd love to see the quality of the main dining rooms come back and in the specialty restaurants become truly a premium experience. I mean, look, they can elevate what they're doing in there now.
They can.
Way past what they're doing.
Oh, without a doubt.
So, but it would cost money. And I don't know. Look, they're having record profits. That just irks someone to have record profits, yet their consumers suffer. That's what I call. I mean, we don't have a bad time. We've told this all the time. We have a great time on every cruise. And we cruise a lot of cruise lines. You guys mostly know this. But at some point, you got to start ranking things. Mm-hmm. And we like this cruise line for this thing. We like this cruise line for that. We like this cruise line for that. We like this cruise line for that. And it's good. We pull something good out of every cruise line we go to. But generally as a whole, the food is coming down on a lot of them.
Yeah.
McCready says, Chris, Carnival's food is the same for decades with Emerald Lagasse as a chef. There are a few weeks. There are a few weeks, but nothing super exciting. Just meh, because I'm so used to it. Yeah, look, the food's not bad. It's just not exquisite.
Right.
Emerald or no emerald. It's just not exquisite. Okay, it's plenty edible. Trust me. I mean, it's fantastic. It's just, when you see the food and the presentation for what we have here, and you go look at our pictures of food from Carnival, you go, yeah, okay, I understand, right? And trust me, the flavor also matches the views.
It does.
Yeah. Justina says, hey, the Carnival Horizon is at Aruba currently, according to Cruise Mapper. Oh,
Nice.
You're spying on our new ship.
Yeah.
A few tweaks. Yep, few tweaks. Chris says, Ashley, I'm just noticing that the more I cruise, the food quality is not as good. Maybe it's just the ship, but Freedom of the Seas, the food quality was terrible. Yeah.
And we've noticed, even from one ship to the next, the quality is inconsistent. The recipes are the same, but maybe one chef will make
Put a
things
little
more
extra garlic
salty.
in, or a little more. Yeah.
Yeah, it's inconsistent.
But you're welcome, Alex. So, and we finally, we finally got the grounds to coffee refurbishment correct.
Yes.
So, which you'll see tomorrow night on Deck 7. I'll probably have to put a disclaimer on there. They did nothing. Or was that the one today? Did we do it
Deck
today?
7
was
is
it Deck
the
7?
same.
Okay. The one on Deck 7, that is exactly the same.
Yes.
Nothing has changed. When we shot the video, we thought that was the one that had changed. So I was making comments in the video that you're going to see tomorrow night that I thought that was the one that changed. I'm like, wow, because it looks just like the one on the Resilient Lady. I don't know, maybe they did something different on the Resilient Lady and they're bringing this one up to speed. I don't know. Anyway, we got the defining, no, it's the one up on Deck 15 and blah, blah, blah. So we went up there and we looked around today when we were shooting the video, and yes, you're going to see that on Deck 15. It kind of looks, it looks a little bit more like the first one. And they call it the Grounds Club 2, T-O-O, not 2.0, it's T-O-O. The Grounds Club 2. And it's got some nice lounging areas and stuff around there. So you'll definitely want to come back in a couple days for sure. I'm sure you'll be here tomorrow too. But you'll see that not tomorrow, the next day. Macrina says, like you, I do have to say I know exactly what I will order every day. The things I love, the things I like, and the things I will never get. Right?
Yes.
Food is subjective, so it may be just way off. It is. Look, someone at home in normal life eats nothing but McDonald's and Burger King. To walk into the main dining room, they've thought they've walked into a Four Seasons restaurant.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you're cruising a ton, like Macrina says, I know what I'm going to get, when I'm going to get it, what day it's going to be served, and certainly what I'm not going to eat. It just kind of becomes the same old crackers, right? By the way, let's switch this up a little bit there so you can see balcony cam.
There you go.
For those joining us late, we are live right now on the MSC, on the Virgin Scarlet Lady. Oh my God! Somebody just hit me. Thank you. We're in the Virgin Scarlet Lady. That is a look at a camera on our balcony facing backwards. We literally just left Roatan, so if you want to see the departure, scroll back to the beginning of the video and you can see us actually leaving Roatan. So, and somewhere in the middle of this stream, we showed Deck 6. Normally we do it at the front of the show every night so you can see the content that you came for, but we wanted to get the departure from Roatan, so that's the first thing. So anyway. Carol says, sound cutting in and out. Now, here we go.
No.
You got to reboot.
Yeah.
There you go, Carol. But I truly believe the quality is down, Macrina. What do you say? Macrina, what do you say? You're a seasoned cruiser.
Yes.
Chris, yes, food is declining. Not as it was 10 years ago, for sure. No, absolutely. There's no question. The quality is gone.
Yeah.
But you want the quality. You go to the specialty restaurant. That is the meal that you used to get in the main dining room.
Yeah.
Yep. I definitely agree. The food isn't quite as good as it used to be. I'm sure food costs have something to do with it. No, I don't think so. Yeah, the prices for everything are higher. Prices for fuel are higher. Prices for food are higher. Prices for light bulbs and socks and underwear, it doesn't matter. Prices for everything are higher. It's all relative. We pay more to get on a ship because things cost more money. The point is, they've dumbed down the main dining room to get more money out of your pocket to have a better meal. It's for those foodies out there, right? Remember the comment that I read from the fourth quarter
Yes.
call
Yes.
with the Carnival
the
Corporation
executive, yes.
CEO. They are all about extracting more money out of you. 100%. That is their sole focus.
I believe it was something about we need to get them to pay the things that they would spend on the ship, to pay it up front, and then they will in turn spend that money over again. So we get it twice.
They call it the second wallet.
Yeah.
Right? So the easiest definition of that is, let's say you typically budget $500 to spend on your cruise physically when you're on the ship. Not what you booked it for, not anything else, but the $500 that you've earmarked that you're going to spend when you get on that ship.
The
Okay,
casino,
great.
drinks, souvenirs.
So if you bought nothing ahead of time, that $500 you're going to spend on the ship is going to go for, again, shore excursions, maybe specialty dining, maybe the tips. I don't think you would add more, but the tips, those things. Well, if they get you to do most of what I just said up front, so prepay for gratuities, prepay for your specialty dining, maybe even prepay for your shore excursions. When you get to the ship, you're still going to end up spending the same $500. So now they've just made more money. Okay? And that's all it's about. And so, yes, are we all on vacation? Absolutely. Do almost all of us have fun times on our cruise vacations? Yes, almost all of us. Obviously, we read you the complaints that some people have, so not everybody is happy. But the end result is, just remember, these are publicly traded corporations. They are mandated to cut costs and make more money for their shareholders. That is the only job of a publicly traded company.
That is very
Make
true.
more money for their shareholders. And it will come at the expense of the customers.
That is very true.
It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing. This is also why we feel the experiences we've had on MSC, for the prices that we've done and gotten on MSC, quality of the service, quality of the food, quality of everything, now, outside the yacht club, just the regular stuff, is far better.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because they're not a publicly traded entity.
Correct.
It is a privately family-owned, private family-owned company.
Yeah.
They don't have to make money for anybody except for the family.
Yep.
And so their food hasn't been dumbed down. The food in the main dining rooms is fantastic. If you want a specialty meal, that's even better. But the main dining room food is fantastic. Mm-hmm. I know y'all, suck it up and go try an MSC. I'm telling you. Forget the yacht club. I mean, don't forget the yacht club. Go to the yacht club if you want to.
Go to
but
the yacht club.
But just regular inside ocean view balcony, even the Aria Suites. Food in the main dining room is fantastic. It really is.
And 9 times out of 10, the price is going to be cheaper than Carnival.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen $300 for a 4-day cruise.
Yeah.
Anyway. Cassidy says, have you ever been on the Carnival Vista?
Our kids have been on the Vista.
Yes. We were supposed to go with them, but we couldn't work it out.
No.
We have not been on the Vista yet, Cassidy. Thank you for the question. And I don't remember seeing your name here before. Have we seen?
I don't think so.
You get an applause.
So,
Welcome to the Tall Man Clan.
Applause and hi, welcome.
Do that. We have been
Vista
on
class ships.
Hang on. I can tell her.
The Venezia and Firenze are Vista class.
Jubilee, Venezia, Firenze, Celebration, Glory, Conquest. And we're doing a group cruise here this year on the horizon. So those are the ships
that we have videos on.
That we have videos on.
Yes.
But we've also been on,
we've been on the Valor, we've been on the Glory. We did
the Glory again.
Conquest.
Been on the Valor. We were on the
Dream.
Twice. The first one, they've renamed the ship.
Yeah. Triumph. Which other ships have we been on?
I don't know.
I can't.
We can go look it up.
Yeah, I can't even rember all the ships we've been on.
By the way, we're at 28 thumbs up. We're 7 away from our goal.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Our goal is 35. Anyway, so okay. Macrinas, we already said that, didn't we? But that's okay. I'll read it again. Yes, seasoned cruisers know and agree with the declining food / food talk. It's the ones who have only cruises a couple of times that think it's all fantastic. Yeah. Well, they don't know any better.
No.
It's the same thing with everything else. I think we may have talked about this or touched on it on another show that we did, is that for those who started cruising post-pandemic, they have no idea what it used to be like.
No clue.
And so, yes, it's all fantastic because they have no reference.
Yeah.
And at some point, and I would love to be the fly on the wall in some of these corporate boardrooms. But at some time, those of us out here having the conversations we're having right now that have been cruising for 20, 30, 40 years will be gone. And the way that cruising used to be will be completely forgotten about because we're all gone. All you have left are the new people that have come in, and all they know is what they know now. And so they don't know, what is the phrase? You don't know until you know.
Yeah.
And they don't know. Well, fine. Go on an MSC and stay in the yacht club. You'll know. Come on a Virgin ship. From a food standpoint, you'll know. Right? I mean, that's what it used to be like. I mean, again, not to date, but you remember when the Bake Alaska used to come out flaming?
Oh, yes.
Right? I mean, just exquisite presentations.
Yeah.
That just doesn't happen anymore.
No.
So, again, we already talked to Cassidy. Welcome, Cassidy. Macrina says, remember the days, for example, when they served lobster? Yeah. And it came with a side of 3 jumbo shrimp. Yep. Not anymore. That one thing saved Carnival millions. Absolutely. Yep. Macrina, it doesn't have to be exquisite just for the love of the hash, making it delicious. Yep. Agree. Everybody agrees. Yeah, it's on deck 15. Looking forward to it. On deck 15, looking forward to it. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Now.
So what's
She's talking about the coffee. He's talking about the coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going to now truly mimic the same experience you would have gotten down on deck 7.
Yeah.
Okay. It very similar look and feel with the decor and the seating arrangements and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, you'll get to see that anyway. So when we do our video. Cruise lines don't like me at the end of the week. My second wallet stays home. Ha ha ha. My end of cruise bill has been as low as $3. Yes,
oh, wow.
$3. A tip on a free drink.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
We're not too much further off.
No.
I mean, we're drinking here because we've got $300 that we can't take back with us, so we might as well have some drinks.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do our shore excursion, so that's an exception because we normally don't do that. We normally don't go to specialty restaurants, so we don't have that. And so if I've prepaid the Wi-Fi and prepaid gratuities, we're just like you. There is no second wallet. It stays at home.
As a
Our
matter
bill's
of
zero.
fact, we were actually talking about this not too long ago, but when we were on the Resilient Lady, we had onboard credit that we didn't even use.
No.
We actually, the last
Drink credit.
day, well, onboard credit as well.
Oh,
the last
we had both.
day, we went and bought him this nice, $100 polo, and we still had money that we couldn't spend, so we went out and bought snacks. We bought, like, gummy bears and...
We bought power converters.
Yes, power convert. We bought all... We're like, well, I mean, what are we going to do with all of this? We got to go buy something.
Yeah. With the drinks, I think we started off with like $750 in drink
and I think we
coupons.
used $30, I believe, out of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Macrina says, and I think this is to Cassidy, Vista is the same as the Horizon and Panorama, all nice ships, been on all of them. Cassidy says, we went on the Jubilee about a week after you last year. Wow, nice. Thank you, Cassidy.
Nice.
And I watched all your live videos of it right before. Kept wanting you to see if our room had a covered balcony. Okay.
Oh, I remember that.
Now,
yes.
you ran our butts all around that ship looking for that stinking balcony.
We were harassing people on the balconies. Hey, can you tell us?
Welcome back then.
Yes, welcome back.
9279, forever etched in my brain.
I love it.
That's great. Yes, I remember. What's up, Ozon? How you doing, brother? Welcome back. Good to see you again, hon. Chris says, Macrina, I like your style. If If only I could be as frugal. My statements are usually more than the cruise itself. Well, like anything else, Chris, it's a mindset, right? This is what we're going to get on, and this is what we're going to do. We've talked about this before. Until we had our channel, we'd never eaten at a specialty restaurant.
No.
Right? We're on a cruise. We are happy with the things that are included. Food is great. Entertainment is great. The stops are great. We're very good at getting out and just going to find our own things to do. We don't need to buy shore excursions. That's how we've always been. But now, coming forward many, many, many years, there's a lot of places that the ships stop in that it's just not as safe for you to go out on your own anymore.
It's not. A lot of places we will
No.
never do that again.
No. So it's if we're going to do it, we're going to do it with an excursion from the cruise lines.
Yes.
I know we just mentioned that we weren't going to do this here in Roatan. We feel safe in Roatan. It's an island. It's not like the areas that we've been warned about. That is on the mainland.
The mainland, Honduras.
And we had a guy come recommended to us. Again, we feel comfortable with that. Anyway, so I don't know where I was going with that. Whatever.
We don't spend money.
We don't spend money. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Just get on and have a good time.
Yeah.
Right? Heck, Carnival used to parade the Bake Alaska. That's what they did. I know. And it was on fire.
Yes.
And I wonder if a fire started one day.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Agree. Right? Chris, that would never be me. I will take that money and book another cruise. LOL. Drinks on shore or at home. I'm just not that drinker. Dry kern. I'm just not that dry kern. I'd be sleeping all day. Ozen says, Robert and Lisa, when will that ship arrive in Turkey? Yeah, not anytime soon, buddy. Not anytime soon. Trina says, I do normally book and pay for specialty restaurants before the cruise and use the AARP gift card.
Which
not
is
any
no
longer.
Yeah.
And save more. Oh, not anymore.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on losing that discount. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, I haven't seen it, but just as we were getting on this ship, I think Lisa said that it's gone completely.
Yeah.
And I haven't had the chance to follow that back up yet. So
It went from 10% discount to 8% to 5% and
to
then
gone.
Gone.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It is.
By the way, for those of you joining late, that is a look out our balcony here on the Scarlet Lady. We are 100% live right now. In fact, let me zoom that back a little bit there. There we go. And if you've missed it, we started off with our departure from Roatan. We were in Roatan today. And our favorite part of Roatan today actually was the departure because outside of that, it rained on and off most of the day. So it sort of ruined the excursion we were going to do, so we didn't do it. And we got to broadcast our leaving. So at the very beginning of this broadcast you're watching right now, this live show, we caught the departure from Roatan, which is awesome. And then sort of in the middle, we covered Deck 6. So if you want to go back and check that stuff out, it's all in there, I promise. And if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining us. Please consider hitting that thumbs up button, subscribing, becoming part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you, costs you absolutely nothing, and we would sincerely, sincerely appreciate it. Okay. In fact, if you're into cruising, we do broadcast live to you every single night from every ship that we go on, as long as the Wi-Fi lets us, right? But we are live right now. In fact, this is what I also do, because sometimes people are like, yeah, no, you're not. You got this doing. No, there it is right there. There's our balcony. Y'all know what cruise cabins look like. There's our door over there on this side, right there. There's the door. Get in. Actually, that's the bathroom door. You can see the, yeah. That's the door. Yep. There's a mirror, and there we are. Get back. Oh, is that too much? Too much. One bump too many. There we go. Anyway, and we're glad to have you all there.
Absolutely.
If you have a question, I can't believe I haven't said this yet. We're like an hour and 40 plus minutes into this, and I haven't said this yet. If you have a question about the Scarlet Lady or anything Virgin Voyages related, as we mentioned, we're on the ship. We are live. If you are live with us right now and have a question, leave it in the chat. Just write the word question so that we see it. And if we don't know if we know the answer, of course, we'll tell you right now. But if we don't know the answer, we will get it for you tomorrow and then bring the answer to you tomorrow night during the next live show. If you're watching the rebroadcast, and just leave a comment if you still have a question, because we answer all our comments as well. And then we will bring you the answer on the next live show. Okay? There you go. So, and yes, it's gone now. AARP. Yeah, it's crappy. Heck, the drink packages are as much as a cruise. Yeah, they are.
They're getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I think Carnival's up to like almost $85 a day or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep, per person.
Per person.
Right? And if you're in a cabin, both adults have to buy that.
Yes.
So you're $170 per day.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Yeah.
I know it's just slightly less than that, but we're not going to cry over $2 at this point.
Right.
But yeah, 170 something bucks per day, and multiply that times a 7-day cruise. Yeah, you've spent more on alcohol than you did on your cabin.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It really, 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 really is a shame.
Yeah.
I mean, think about what it actually costs them to produce a drink. I mean, seriously, you think about this. Mm-hmm. And for the bar owners of the world out there, they know what shrinkage is and, over pouring and all these different things, right? Which decreases profit. Mm-hmm. That doesn't happen a ton on cruise ships. Things are a little bit more controlled, but that's okay. You prepare for a certain amount of shrinkage. But a bottle of this and a bottle of that and a bottle of that, and you get 50 cocktails made out of these bottles.
At $15 a cocktail.
Yeah, it's highway robbery. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up.
Thank you.
29, we're 6 away. Chris says, I've made some stupid life choices on cruises before, like buying a bunch of art. Please, guys, do your homework before buying anything on a ship. It's marked up. Believe me when I tell you. Yeah, we've got some art, too.
We do.
From our first cruise.
Yeah.
When we were on the Triumph, we got some, but we stopped that after because we got smart. Macrina, by the way, says, I don't drink that much in a year, probably 3 years. And I understand completely. But look, there are a lot of people who do drink out there, and it's sad on their behalf that they have to pay that much money. I mean, they don't have to buy the drink package, but you're going to spend more. We've done the math before on this. What is it, guys? Like 7.5 drinks?
I think so. Something like that.
And you've hit your drink dollar amount?
And a lot of people, when they're on vacation, do drink that much. A lot of people drink that much when they're not on vacation, too. But, yeah.
As an interesting side note, you watched us live in the Divina and the Yacht Club during one stream. We each had 2.
Yeah.
And we don't drink.
Right.
So imagine, and I know obviously we were drinking, but we don't drink by nature at all. We don't have alcohol at home. We don't keep it in the RV. We don't drink. We had more alcohol in Divina than we've had in the last decade.
Yes.
And that is not lying.
Easily.
That is not lying.
Yeah.
So, but there, we had 2 drinks live with you guys in the course of 2 hours. So you start adding that stuff up, right? And so I can see how easy, if you're on vacation, you're not driving, you're not going anywhere, I could see how easily you could get to 10 to 15 drinks in a day.
Right.
And I'm not talking about being a lush.
No.
I'm just talking about having a couple drinks at dinner.
Yeah.
Right? And then, dinner lasts a couple hours, you're having food, it washes it down and dilutes it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then maybe and that's at dinner. And then maybe you go out at night and you're at a couple different bars, seeing a show, and maybe you have another couple. So there's 4. But what happened to the rest of the day? A couple maybe at lunch or at the pool or whatever. I mean, it's pretty easy to get to 8 or 10, and I promise you're not drunk.
Right. I'm going to go close that door.
Yeah, please.
Because I am...
Do it.
Yeah.
You can't close it all the way because of the cord, but yeah, it has gotten really, really hot in here, y'all. The AC turns off when the door is open. We've had the door wide open, so we're going to close that a little bit. All right. Macrina says, we already talked about that. Macrina says, there is one painter who I love his work, but stayed away from buying his art. It's not cheap. Oh, yeah. Kick on, AC.
Fall over.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. So tomorrow, we'll just preview a little tomorrow. Tomorrow's Costa Maya. We weren't planning to get off there either because we've gone there 6,000 times. So not sure what we're going to do on the ship tomorrow. I mean, we may get off and walk around for a little bit. We'll see. But we weren't intending to.
No.
But tomorrow night, we're going to bring you deck 7. Tomorrow night for dinner, I don't know what our reservation... I can't touch my phone because it's playing stuff.
Oh,
so
what are you trying to do?
We're eating tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
So again, deck 7 for the deck tours is tomorrow. Oh my God, we didn't have the mid-show snack either.
No.
God, we're sucking tonight. All right, so we're going to have the 7th inning stretch then. 7th inning stretch. You ready? Go.
It's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, the morning light. Oh, I just wanna be your Superman. Come fly with me, just take my hand. And now that we are cruising in mid-flight, you better watch out for that kryptonite. So come on over, we can make it through, make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do, just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night, we're dancing. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, come on over, we can make it through, make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do, what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh.
I'm sorry, guys. I literally thought I was going to fall off my chair. It just all of a sudden got so hot in here, and I'm drenched. And
She's
oh my
taking her
gosh.
shoes
I
off,
took
her
my
socks off.
Oh man, I'm sweating like a pig.
Hang on one minute. Give me a second. We may have to do something here.
Oh yeah, crank that AC.
Oh, yeah, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. Are you going to put on some Bow Chicka Bow Wow music?
I
Because I'm
am
like
not.
stripping my socks and shit.
I am not. Oh, it's going to be backwards. Here, hang on. Hang on.
Turn that thing around.
Hang on. I may have to put that on. Well, with the big lights on,
You can't tell.
you can't tell anything.
No.
Darn it.
No, we'd literally have to turn off our big lights. He just changed the mood lighting in here.
So if you don't know, let me switch this back because it really screws me up, guys. It really does. All the cabins on Virgin Voyages are digital cabins, and there's a tablet that is here. You control your TV from the tablet, the lights, the curtains, everything. But there's some pre-programmed moods in the tablet. And because we got these big bright lights, let's turn the bright lights off
All right.
for a second. Let's have an experiment.
Okay.
Ooh, you can see the paint coming from behind there.
You can. That's
Oh.
kind of cool.
So this is called Get It On. Let's
Gonna turn the camera around a little bit.
right.
There you go.
I think it's kind of pinky or whatever, right? So this is called Get It On. Come back here. Yeah, I went too far. All right.
What else do we have in there?
This is called Photo Shoot. That's it for photo shoot?
Yeah, it's very dim.
What kind of photo shoot are you doing? Photo shoot? Maybe it's just because we've been under the bright lights.
Yeah, and we're not facing the lights either. They're
All right.
behind us. And we've got the banner up, which is blocking a lot of the lights.
This is called Zen. 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 This is called Pumped Up.
Okay.
Yeah, but also you can't see. The curtains are opening and closing with certain...
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Hangover.
The curtains close.
Curtains are closing again.
You should zip that around so they can see when the curtains are opening and closing. That's funny. Hangover, the curtains close. No bright lights.
We'll go back to Pump Up. Bow chicka bow wow. All right, so we did Pumped Up, we did Hangover, and then back to Get It On. I always thought some music should come on when you press that button, like some Barry
Right?
White or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like I said, she's taking some of her clothes off here.
I did.
I should
I'm
place-
barefoot over here.
I should put some music on for her.
Oh, man.
All right, so there we go. Okay, back to reality.
Yeah.
Well, hey there, everybody.
Hi.
Now that you can see us. Yeah, so it's all on that pad. The TV, you turn that on, the channels. That's another, if you will. It's a small thing, but we like to point these out. I don't want to call it disappointment, but there's not a lot on the TV. No,
That's true.
Of course, a lot of people don't go on a cruise to watch TV. I get that. We don't go on a cruise to watch TV. But every night we do like to have something on.
Yeah.
So, okay. Ceiling lights all the way up. There we go. All right. Entertainment. From live TV, you have the Virgin Voyages channel, ESPN, BBC News, ESPN2, BBC HD, MSNBC, Fox News. That's it. There's a couple music stations, right? Bridge Cam, Ship Tracker, and a special events. I mean, that's it from the live channels.
I feel like, didn't there? Oh, yeah, there are movies. Okay.
And there are a bunch of movies, and so I'm not going to read through all of them, but there are a bunch of movies. So if you want to watch the movies, there's I'm scrolling. There's a lot of
Are
movies.
those all free or they're all?
I couldn't tell you, baby.
Gotcha.
Let me find a new one. Well, it's not. Let's find an old one.
Okay.
51st Dates. It doesn't say it costs anything. It just says watch on TV.
Okay.
We have the TV off. It's over there.
Mm-hmm.
Movies. What's Virgin? Virgin movies?
They all appear to be wearing Virgin attire.
Yeah. Safety rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Series.
Yeah,
There's
information.
TV series.
About the,
3 seasons of Barry, 3 seasons of Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, Chicago Med, Earth from Above, Hacks, Holy Moly, House of Dragon. Nice.
so we actually can stream TV then.
Well, it's not streaming TV. They just have
They have it, yeah, preloaded.
they have two seasons of House of Dragons, but 7 episodes of Mara of Easttown. So everything's different. They have Night Court, 16 episodes. Do you have Dexter? We're in the middle of watching Dexter. I wonder
We
if we can finish
are.
it. No, Young Sheldon, 2 seasons. So it's not full series. It's just bits and pieces. But the movies, they go on forever. Movies. Comedy, musical, documentary. I'm trying to see if there's like new releases and see if there's costs for those. But I don't want to go through everything. But anyway, so that's the entertainment. When I first looked at the channels, I was just a little bit disappointed that they didn't have more live TV. It was basically news and Virgin, except for the BBC HD. That's the only sort of non-news channel they have. Okay? All right. So let's see here. Everybody was talking. Don't drink that. In 3 years. There was Painter. We saw. Go ashore and get your pharmaceuticals. I think we're pretty much loaded up. And but we talked about it.
Yeah.
So talking about the music there. Looks good, that chocolate thing. It was like a chocolate covered some kind of chocolate muffin. It was strange. The other was an oatmeal cookie. And what was that other thing you were trying to eat?
It's it's supposed to be tres leche or something.
I don't know.
But yeah, I got bread on the top. I guess I couldn't figure out how to eat that thing.
Yeah.
It was so big, my mouth's not that
And if you were
big.
watching my face, I bit into the cookie thinking it was chocolate chip, but it's not. It's oatmeal raisin. So
And he doesn't
the brain
like
was like,
oatmeal.
oh, wait a minute, that's not chocolate chip. So, yeah, I don't necessarily like them. Group cruise. Oh, yeah, we have a group cruise still to talk about, but most
Yeah.
people that are on here now are already on the group cruise, so I think we're going to skip that tonight. Lisa, take care. Don't pass out. Have some water. Yeah, we've got...
That's why I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I hate to do that right in the middle of a stream, but
Chris
I
says,
needed to close that door.
Lisa looks hot. Yes, she does.
Oh,
behave yourself. It's my job. Boom, chicka bow. That's right. Might be time to call it. I know. I've turned on the let's get it on. It's time to call it. The fish get a show when Virgin passes by. No, because the curtains automatically close.
Yeah, they do. They close with that mood.
I can see that it could get really freaky in there. Well, on Scarlet Night, which is tomorrow night, all the lights in all the passenger ways, inside, outside, they all turn red for Scarlet Night. So
yep, 9 o'clock.
Macrina, she likes the Zen. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. So on that note, we are going to call it. We've been with you a couple hours, and she's not lying. It is very, very warm in here because the door's open,
warm.
and these do put off some heat on top of it. So
yeah.
we've been with you a couple hours. God bless you guys. Love each and every one of you. Don't forget, one last time, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up or subscribe to the channel, please consider doing that for us. It would really help out the channel. We would sincerely appreciate it. All right. And until we see you tomorrow night, peace.